Ms. Martin, if you could please call the roll.
Chairman John Paul Rea.
Present.
Vice Chairperson, Mr. Eli Cooper.
Present.
Ms. Sheila Cote will be with us shortly.
I don't believe so.
I do not
She's
believe so.
excused absence.
Excused absence today.
Ms. Sheila Cote is excused absence. Dr. Curtis Ivory.
Here.
Mr. Royce Manico.
Here.
Ms. Diana McBroom.
Here.
Mr. Assad Turfi will be with us shortly.
Thank you so much, Ms. Martin. Next, we will move on to item number 4, adoption of the agenda.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Been moved,
Second.
supported. Any discussion? Being none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, item number 5, a certification of the public notice. Ms. Martin.
SMART will hold its rescheduled Board of Directors meeting on Thursday, September 25th, 2025 at 12 p.m. at the Beal Building located at 535 Griswold Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48226. The agenda can be found on SMART's website. To attend virtually on smartphone, tablet, or computer, please enter the URL in a web browser, and the information is posted in the public notice, Members of the public may also submit a written comment by emailing smartboardbus.org by 11 a.m. on the day of the meeting. This meeting is open to the public.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. Martin. Appreciate that. I sincerely apologize. I may have overstepped. No, Laura's here. Laura, when we were adopting the agenda, did we have to add an additional closed session on the agenda? I sincerely apologize. If the board would please entertain an amendment to the motion to adopt the agenda to discuss a privileged attorney-client privileged communication in closed session also, I would very much appreciate that.
So moved.
Been moved?
I'll second.
Supported. With that being said, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. I sincerely apologize for that. Alrighty, next we will move on to the approval of the board meeting minutes for the August 28th, 2025 board meeting.
So move.
Been moved?
Support.
Supported? Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we will move on to the approval of the meeting minutes for August 28th, 2025.
Executive session.
Executive session, excuse me.
So move.
Been moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we will move on to public participation. Again, as a friendly reminder, we have a 3-minute time limit on public participation. As always, I sincerely apologize if I have to gavel to move things along. Please do not take it as a sign of disrespect. Just want to be mindful of everyone's opportunity to address the board today. We will start with individuals who have joined us today in person. If you could please step to the podium and identify yourself and address, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyone joining us in person today looking to address the board? Going once, twice, 3 times in person. Next, we will move on to online. Is there anyone online?
Chairman Chairman Rea, we do not have any participants via online or by email.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Martin. So with that, we will go once, twice, and 3 times to close public participation. Thank you, as always, to everyone for your continued interest and engagement of the good stuff we're doing here at SMART. Next, we will move on to item number 8, the chairperson's report. I just wanted to thank General Manager Tiffany Gunter, not only for her involvement in our Board of Commissioners meeting last week. It was a fruitful conversation, not only about the direction that leadership, the board, and all of the incredible people that serve this organization every single day are trying to continue to not only impact Macomb County and the entirety of Southeast Michigan, but Tiffany, I very much want to appreciate and extend a gracious amount of thanks on behalf of the executive's office and all the folks over on the east side. The other thing that was a wonderful, wonderful showing today, the great drivers over at Smart were coming in on a ongoing basis to the annual Senior Fun Fest that was being held at Macomb Community College. I think there were more Smart buses there than maybe cars in the parking lot, which I thought was a good sign. So it's nice to know that everyone's got their dial-a-rides and paratransit and all the other wonderful things that give individuals an opportunity. But the presence of Smart is not only wonderful to see, but illustrates the connectivity that we have to serving the seniors across Southeast Michigan on that side. And with that, I will relinquish the remainder of my time to Ms. Gunter for the general manager's report.
Thank you, Chairman Rhea. And coming off the heels of that senior event, just to say I enjoyed that thoroughly. They were all smiling. There was horses, clowns, Elvis impersonators, you name it, and a lot of swag. So wonderful event. And Board Member Cote, I know has worked tirelessly to put that together. So we were happy to participate. In terms of our updates, we got a couple things to share today. One, we are coming off of our first in 40 years, a successful bus rodeo. And we had a time at the Suburban Showplace just a couple weeks back. We had 6 participants that competed for the international competition that will take place next year in Utah. We had Paris Bennett, Keith Parker, excuse me, Joe Smith, and Samaj Richardson, Brandon Miles, and Willie Kendall. Coming out of that, we had Brandon Miles win second place, Samaj Richardson win first place, and Willie Kendall took away the prize and is going to be headed to Utah to compete in the International Rodeo next year. So that was very exciting. We received an extraordinary amount of coverage. We had both Channel 4 and 7 come out to cover the story. They did a wonderful piece, 2 minutes even, to talk about Smart and the quality of our drivers and what they do every day. It was a really great story. We had about 7 or 8 articles, I don't even remember at this point, run about the rodeo. And when we looked at our media influence from that, we had 4.95 million impressions just from the rodeo alone. So I just want to acknowledge the Smart team. I don't think there's a person in the audience that was not involved with that. And I know Amy May is somewhere in the audience. I saw her, and Jaron Brown and Bernard and his team did a fantastic job. And I don't mean to leave anyone out. I just know they worked tirelessly to put that together. And so thank you to the team for that. We did have Board Member Cooper come along with us, and now we are under strict instructions that we must have a mechanical bull next year for a true rodeo to take place. Or ponies. If it is going to be a mechanical bull, it will be an inflatable one per our general counsel. We would not do a real one. So with that, again, congratulations to Mr.
We're
Kendall.
gonna need an insurance rider for
we
carnival rides.
We'll
Yeah.
need one.
Motion
All the
approved.
attorneys in the room for that one. So with that, I'll move into, you've already covered, we've been doing a tour of meeting with cities, villages, townships, and boards and commissions, and having a conversation about what to expect from Smart in this coming year. And those conversations have been going extraordinarily well. We have spent some time in Lansing. As you know, the state budget crisis is upon us. We have 6 days until a looming shutdown. And we have been in Lansing and talking with our legislators on every side of the aisle. What we have been insistent upon in our conversation is our service is a lifeline and it is essential. Without it and the other cuts, we are not giving people an opportunity to access jobs, healthcare, and all of the other important things they do day to day. And that message is resonating. There was a proposal to limit our ability to access funding in the House. Republicans put forth a proposal, and with that, they wanted us to have a 10% fare box recovery rate. And for those in the audience, fare box recovery is essentially what our passengers put into the fare box to ride the system. We understood immediately that that meant that our local share, what we put in to each county for the millages, would not be counted. That has been the message. It has been received well. People understand it. And I do believe that we are going to, when we get to the finish line on the budget, be successful in securing sufficient funding to keep us going. That is our hope. That is our mission. I was on Michigan Matters this past Sunday, having that same conversation with Carol Kane, along with Ben Stupka at the RTA and Robert Kramer as well, speaking on the importance of public transportation. And we intend to be in Lansing until this is resolved. So that's our update on our time in with communities and with the state legislators. Next up, we are just returning back, some of us, including Tiffany Martin, Danny Whitehouse, Harmony Lloyd, and Bernard Parker, went to our industry conference in Boston. We had a number of sessions that dealt with innovation, fare boxes, fare box technology. I finally finished a year-long program in leadership APTA and was able to graduate from that program, which was a great time. But while we were there, what we have accomplished, and I'm going to give the credit here to Ms. Martin Patterson, is that we were able to successfully win a bid to host the 2026 Transit Board Member and Transit Board Administrator Seminar here in Detroit. So that is a huge deal. A lot of folks compete for APTA conferences. It brings a lot of opportunity to the region. We can showcase our services. And this conference is a 3-day seminar. It brings together transit board members. So we'll have a lot of participation here at this table as well, we hope, and board administrators for peer exchange and professional development that's focused on board governance and policymaking in public transportation. So we'll also host 2 events, evening events, and a tour for our conference participants. So that'll be July 17th through the 20th of 2026. And the conference hotel is at the Pontchartrain. So we're excited about that.
Wow.
This will be the first APTA conference we are hosting in Michigan. And I don't know, we have not had one before. So yeah, I wanted to confirm that. So yeah, we're going to do something for the first time, and it's really exciting. APTA, the industry is excited about coming to Detroit. So we're excited to host them. So I'll move on from that. Making a quick note here. And in additional news, last night we had an update. We had an accident, a bus accident in Pontiac. What I wanted to update you all on is, although we didn't have good information yesterday evening, we have great information today. It was a hit and run. A gentleman ran a red light and crashed into our vehicle, causing that vehicle to then jump a curb, run into a telephone pole, and knock our driver unconscious. Our driver, at this last report as of 15 minutes ago, is awake, speaking, has some injuries to her arm. She is still being held for observation, but she is in good spirits, and we are grateful that there were no passengers on the vehicle, no pedestrians in the walkway, and the damage was great to the vehicle, but very minimal to our operator, which is most important. So we're grateful for that. So we're keeping Teresa Fields in our prayers as she continues to recover. And some really good news. We want to acknowledge one of our board members, Dr. Curtis Ivory, who is the Chancellor of Wayne County Community College District. He will be honored at the Shining Light Regional Cooperation Awards luncheon. He is the recipient of the coveted, I can say that because I came from the SEMCOG side, but truly the coveted 2025 Neil Shine Award for Exemplary Regional Leadership. This award is part of the Shining Light Awards, which are presented annually by the Metropolitan Affairs Coalition and the Detroit Free Press. So we definitely will be there to support you, Dr. Ivory. The event is on October 7th. It is at 10:30 a.m. at Ford Field. For others that are interested in participating, you have to go online and purchase a ticket to do so. But congratulations, Dr. Ivory. That is an extraordinary recognition.
Dr. Ivory, you're going to have to update your resume, sir.
I know. And one of the things that Mr. Manico pointed, did you want to say it, Mr. Manico? We talked about this yesterday.
Well, in reading the award, and I have followed this every year for probably 50 years now, I was happy to see one of our board members win that award. And in reading the summary, I was amazed that Dr. Ivy has written over 30 books. which on education is not easy and surprised me greatly because I've written one or two books and it's not an easy task at all. And congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Fantastic.
Appreciate that, thank you.
Okay. And lastly, as an update, I put this as an information item. We are continuing to provide our free origin to destination transportation for veterans traveling within Oakland County. SMART provides the county with trip information at the beginning of each month. And then Oakland County reimburses SMART for the fare for each ride taken on Flex and/or paratransit for veterans riding within the county. We are simply updating the scope of that work so that we can continue. It's not a change in funding. It's just making sure that we can continue those same services. So I provided it as information only. If you have any questions, let me know. And that, Mr. Chair, concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Gunter. Appreciate it. Any questions, comments, insights from members on the board? Go ahead. You're allowed. It's your show.
It's so much to report. We got a lot going on. I want to introduce someone that many of you may know by now. His name is Smarty. He is our new mascot for Smart, and you will be seeing Smarty just about everywhere. We have a video that's been being produced. It is in your swag bags, board members. And Smarty is designed to create education about the importance of public transportation. He is animated. There's a lot of, is it called CGI? Computer graphics and that stuff. CGI. He's animated in videos with our team, and those videos will be starting to roll out starting next week. And you'll see more from Smarty. So he's got a little plush toy with some floppy arms, and he's our buddy. So wanted you guys to meet him as well. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Appreciate that. Always a wonderful opportunity to continue to engage the public in a number of digital forums too. Seeing no other comments, motion to receive and file the general manager's report.
So moved, Mr.
Been
Chairman.
moved,
Second.
supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we'll move on to the board briefings. We have an HR hiring update from Tiana. And there is a presentation in the board book too.
Hello, Mr. Chair and members of the board. My name is Tiana Leapart, and I'm here to introduce the HR hiring update. So this report is from August 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2025. In the month of August, we hired 18 fixed route operators, 13 paratransit operators, and 3 mechanics for a total of 34 hires. Here, what this slide reflects is 1 year ago. So our total budgeted positions is 426 in the year 2024, August of 2024. At that time, we had 376 filled positions, and we had 50 vacant positions. Today, August 2025, we have 426 budgeted positions, and we actually have a surplus of 22 operators, which means that we are now operating at 106%.
Well done. Yeah, we can clap it up. You're allowed. Participation is always greatly appreciated.
For the paratransit operators, last year, we had a total of 142 budgeted positions. Out of the 142 budgeted, we had 133 filled, which left us with 9 vacant. Today, our total budgeted positions is 157. That was increased effective July 1st, 2025. Out of the 157 budgeted positions, we now have 152 filled, which leaves 5 vacant. In addition to that, we do have a class starting on Monday, so we should be fully staffed. So we should be operating effective this Monday at 100%. For our mechanics, last year we were budgeted 85 mechanics. We had a total of 67 filled, 18 vacant positions. Today, in August 2025, we have 76 filled, leaving 9 vacant. So we're operating at 91% for the mechanics.
Thank you, Tiana. One thing I do want to add to this report is recognizing that we have a surplus of drivers. I'm sure that probably raises some questions. We are no longer going to be hiring to the rate of attrition that existed last year. What we are seeing is a higher level of retention that we've seen in many years at SMART. And for that reason, we'll be recalculating that, pausing hiring and resetting our game plan going forward so that we can keep a full staff, but we don't want to continue to hire at the same rate.
Excellent. Appreciate that, Tiffany. Tiana, thank you so much for the update. Any questions, comments, insights from member of the board? Mr. Manico?
Just one question on on the mechanics. How many are master mechanics? Do you know that figure?
I don't know the figure, but I can get it for you.
All right. I know at Lake Erie Transit at one time we had 100% master mechanics that met all of the criteria. I know that's dropped off for a few years now, and they continue to look for those technical people that can fill those positions. And I don't remember, but at one time we used to give a bonus for master mechanics that were certified. And that bonus that was applied at the end of the year, and that created that incentive for mechanics to come on board. So if we could maybe look into that again, I would most appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. Manico. Mr. Byrd, I believe you got some insights for us.
Yes, yes. Currently, right now, we probably have one mechanic within an authority that we consider a master mechanic, but we do have several that are actually really talented. We do offer incentives for those that actually do receive ASE certifications. And with that, it is a bonus within inside of their pay.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Byrd. Dr. Ivory?
Yes, you alluded to Tiffany, attrition, so there are positions that you're not filling, right? Is there, okay,
So our calculation for attrition for our operators included the average number of retirements, terminations, folks leaving, and those off on medical. And so we're seeing a reduction in the terminations, retirements, and for those that are separating willfully from the organization. So we're recalculating that number to look at the trend as it exists today. We're not changing or not hiring folks. We are full. We're at 106% now, and we're trying to balance that number out so that we don't have a surplus that we can't utilize. Yeah.
Excellent. Any other comments from members of the board? Seeing none, Chair would entertain a motion to receive and file the HR hiring update.
Motioners.
Been moved? Second, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thanks, Tiana. Really appreciate it. Next, we're going to move on to our new business section. We are going to start on with 11A, a resolution for SMART fiscal year 2025-5310 program of projects. Ian, how are we doing today?
Really good, thank you. So today, staff recommends board approval of the resolution authorizing the FY 2025-5310 program of projects. SMART applies on behalf of its subrecipients for FTA Section 5310 funding annually. The FTA requires a program of projects to be submitted with the FTA with the 5310 grant application. This program of projects includes capital and operating projects that were approved in the recent RTA 5310 call for projects that occurred earlier this year. An FTA Section 5310 total of $4,796,889 is included in this program of projects, and staff is available to answer any questions.
Ian, thanks so much for the update on that. And for members of the board, the breakdown of the projects is in your packet. If there are any specific, whether it is with a community provider or a nonprofit that provides those services. If there are no questions, the chair would entertain a motion to approve.
so moved.
Been moved,
Second,
supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate that. And also appreciate all of the coordination with our regional partners on that matter. Next, the board will discuss a resolution for approval of a revised SMART agency safety plan for 2026. Amy, how are we doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good, good. Good afternoon, everyone. Staff recommends board approval of the resolution approving the 2026 Smart Agency Safety Plan. SMART's SMS committee collaborated on these updates and voted unanimously to approve these changes. The 2026 ASP updates the safety performance targets and the document maintenance. The expansion of the document maintenance section of the ASP satisfies the deficiency found during the triennial. Staff is available for any questions.
Amy, thank you so much for the update on this end. And Mr. Manico, I just want to note, last year we had some conversations about the actionable executive, and Ms. Gunter is signatory on this one, which not only follows the protocol that we put in place on that end too. Any questions from members of the board?
Just,
Mr. Manico.
I kind of would like to know on the assaults on drivers, has that increased over the years? Are we providing, I see we're providing de-escalation in the safety plan, but I know at one time that was a real concern, particularly during the COVID era, because people were very uneasy, I guess, to say the least.
So we've addressed that with our de-escalation plan, as you noted. But next year you will see those numbers for assaults on drivers.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Ms. May. Appreciate it. Any other comments from members on the board? Seeing none, the chair would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Been moved,
I'll support it, Mr. Chair.
supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Next, we will move on to 11C, a resolution for the authorization to award a contract for customer relationship management software. Mr. Parker, how are we doing today?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Ms. Gunter, Board of Directors. My name is Bernard Parker, Vice President of External Affairs. It's a recommendation of staff that the board adopt an attached resolution authorizing the award of a contract for customer relationship management software to Spiridian Technologies for a one-year contract beginning November 1st, 2025 through October 31st, 2026 with no renewal options at the amount not to exceed $82,947.52. This system helps to streamline internal workflows to capture, track, and manage customer incidents and cases, enabling smart customer care agents to respond more effectively. Staff is here to take any questions. Yeah.
Any questions from members of the board? Eli.
Has staff coordinated with Qualtrics? I believe they're doing some rider evaluation communication with you, and they're a provider that has a variety of tools as a part of their overall program. And I know that they have described to us at the county level the ability to track, monitor, and create reporting on various information that comes in. So just curious, as we're looking at another provider, whether staff is coordinated with Qualtrics.
We've had discussions with Qualtrics through the planning and innovation team, through some of the surveys and things like that they have done. And yes, to answer your question.
Bernard, one of the other things that's in there is the licensing that will be expended not only to the customer care representatives, the technical assistance vice presidents, and the paratransit managers. I know this is going to be one of those front-facing systems with regards to the boots on the ground personnel. How does that chain of command look in kind of elevating some of these items? And the only reason that I bring that to your attention is you and I every once in a while have to have a panicky phone call about something that gets put on our radar. Just wanted to know how we see this system changing. And we know that our customer care reps, and whether it's they're working with terminal folks or here, you know, in headquarters, how do we foresee that with the integration of these new digital tools?
I think it helps us be more responsive and accountable to customers. And so that when you, Mr. Chair, and other board members ask, that we have that information readily available.
Ms. Gunter.
And I'll add to that, what I appreciate about this technology is that we can all see the same information at the same time, and it reduces the level of confusion.
Yes.
That is the goal with this.
Excellent. I just want to echo what Vice Chair Cooper said too, is as we not only are onboarding this as a potential, platform in which we're managing the customer relationship management, that it also integrates some of the other sentiments and data analytics that we're tracking through the other digital service providers that we use on that end. So
Understood.
very much appreciate that from the whole
Thank
team
you.
as far as scoping this. Any further questions? Chair would entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Been made,
I'll support it.
seconded. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you,
you.
Bernard. Appreciate that. Next, we will move on to 11D, a resolution for the authorization to award a contract for paratransit customer service training. Danny, how are we doing today?
We are doing wonderful. Good afternoon, members of the board. I'm here on behalf of Smart staff, recommending approval to the attached resolution to enter into a contract with Asset Based Consulting located at 31 Richards Road in Port Washington, New York. This contract will provide customer service training and disability awareness for all paratransit staff employees, both in person and virtually. The contract is for 2 base years with 2 one-year options and a not to exceed of $400,000. SMART has need to provide all of its paratransit staff with customer service training, de-escalation training, and disability awareness training. And we have found that this vendor can provide that both in person for all current employees, as well as virtual follow-up training. Employees hired after we begin this will also receive in-person training and then follow up via virtual setting. I'm here to answer any questions the board may have.
Danny, thanks for bringing this one to our attention. I know that this is an extension of the continued coordination that we've done, that whether it's some of the, I know the technical term is restraints, but some of the seatbelt training and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Luddite here when it comes to transit knowledge on that end, but very much appreciate not only the integration of this with the face-to-face elements, but the fact that it seems as if a lot of these training elements will be able to be duplicated throughout the duration of the contract to have an impact on larger staff too.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really looking forward to here is for staff to be taught differences within different disabilities and how to work within those and be able to de-escalate passengers or just work through those over the phone. And so I think that's going to improve customer service. It's going to improve driver morale just to have that education.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Danny. Any other comments from members of the board? Seeing none, the chair would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, the chair would entertain a motion to enter into closed session to consider material exempt from disclosure pursuant to MCL 15.268H and to discuss a privileged and confidential attorney-client communication.
So moved.
Been moved? Supported? Roll call vote.
Chairman John Paul Rea.
Yes.
Vice Chairperson Eli Cooper.
Yes.
Dr. Curtis Ivory.
Yes.
Mr. Royce Manico.
Yes.
Ms. Diana McBroom.
Yes.
Mr. Assad Turfy.
Yes.
Excellent. We are going to head into closed session, friends. If you wouldn't give us a little bit of time, please. All righty, friends, we are going to come back into open session. The chair would entertain a motion to execute the employment agreement between the Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation and its general manager, Ms. Tiffany Gunter.
So moved.
Been moved,
I'll support it, Mr. Chair.
been supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Ms. Gunter, welcome to the Crazy Well Ride. Congratulations. All righty, on to item 13, any board member business. We will go once, twice, and, Mr. Vanico.
I have some concerns about the governmental shutdowns, both at the federal and state level.
Would you like to say Hail Mary?
I have some concerns about the cash flow, particularly for Lake Erie Transit as we get to this process. And if there's shutdown for any amount of time to at least I want to sit down with the general manager and talk in some detail about that.
So, Mr. Manico, if I may speak, I just want to also illustrate the connectivity we not only have with our friends and allies in Wayne County and in Oakland County, as we are all trading this collectively. We have shared interest and necessity for us to continue to invest in modernizing our infrastructure and our transportation networks. That has been expressed not only by Executive Evans, Executive Coulter, and Executive Hackle, and we are mindful of a way that not only will invest in our road projects, but also free up additional resources where MDOT can put money in LBO and other flexible programs that can help transit operators. And that's a lot of flowery words from a mid-level bureaucrat saying, we're yelling at some people. We'll see how much listening there's going to be happening over the next 4 days.
I know the last time we had some concerns around the governmental shutdown, our congressman just kind of pushed us aside. He had 8 transit services in that district
Mhm.
at one time. Now I think he has 13 because of reapportionment.
Mhm.
So we can't even get a meeting with him
Okay.
on that. So it concerns us a great deal.
Tiffany, I know we have some support at the federal level, so undoubtedly if we could flag that, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely, we will. We are looking at worst case scenario. We know that we have some ability to float through a crisis through good fiscal management. And we would be more than happy to sit down and look at that as we continue to look at potential impacts.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Any other board member business to discuss? As always, everyone's favorite item on the agenda, the chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Been moved?
I'll support it.
Supported? Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in